Greetings from Mob World. What is up with y'all boys, man? We back again with another reaction, and we got Tales of Toronto, the wild story of Capital P. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Gang, gang.
3 years after a slaying that shocked our city, Avery Haynes lived how the grief has come flooding back to the victim's mother.
I prayed for this day to come. I didn't know the beginning.
Rest in peace.
Even when justice is served, it was never end. It was my life.
Rapper Pierre Oliver Ellis is wanted on a first-degree murder charge in the shooting death of 16-year-old Keon Campbell. Ellis goes by the stage name Capital P.
In 07, my little dropped out, aced the young gun, treated better than my brother, show respect to his mother. Even though there's none back, I love the young, plus I never push it back.
I think it's the first time where I've actually had a suspect post a video specifically about the murder.
This shit finna be crazy.
I give you something to manage, you give me home court advantage. Vern Black, be the black, I did most of my damage. I rep it even when I shouldn't do it. I seen niggas switch sides, but I couldn't do it. Now I'm rolling through the front page, bet blacks feeling like a slut, cause I did it dirty in that spot. It's with the 40 caught the heebie-jeebies like my last Glock. Malls going out of space, niggas won't be astronauts.
Malvern is the name of one of Toronto's most notorious neighborhoods. It is a community largely populated by mixed-income Caribbean and South Asian Canadians who struggle against the crime and violence that has become a commonplace in the area. Malvern has the highest concentration of young people in Canada. Since the early 2000s, the community has made consistent and successful attempts to improve following Project Impact, in which hundreds of police officers from the Greater Toronto area cracked down on known associates of the Malvern Crew Street Gang and early morning raids across the city on May 12, 2004. During the raids, 71 warrants were executed, resulting in the arrest of 65 people. Further raids and the implementation of Project Pathfinder would result in arrests of the Malvern Crew's rival gang, the Galloway Boys, located several blocks away in West Hill. Even after these raids, the violence in Malvern didn't stop. Just 1 year later, the city of Toronto would not only nickname 2005 as the year of the gun, but they would list Malvern as a priority neighborhood.
It's been a bad year for gun crime in the country's largest city.
Malvern is not a bad area, we just have some bad people.
In the language of the urban analyst, this is...
And you know, bro, the more I watch these videos, Toronto is just like every other city out there. Like, it's crazy hearing about this shit. Like, these videos never cease to surprise me, bro. Like, I'm surprised every fucking video. Like, this shit is like no fucking joke. I did not know Toronto was this dangerous, bro.
Troubled community. Its name is Malvern. It keeps ending up in the news in stories about violent crime.
It was clear by the constant headlines that crime in Malvern didn't magically stop after the raids. In 2005, Toronto media coined the term Year of the Gun because the number of gun-related homicides reached a record 52 out of 80 murders in total, almost double the 27 gun deaths recorded the previous year. 2007 saw another wave of gun violence, and these events raised calls for a ban on handguns once again. Out of the 10-year record 86 murders in 2007, half were via firearm. During the Year of the Gun, veteran documentary filmmaker Alan King brought his camera crew to 110 Impringham Drive, a neighborhood in Malvern that was hit the hardest from gun violence during the Year of the Gun, and followed the efforts of Brian Harvey, who is a community activist who works with at-risk youth and imps, setting up tutoring programs, after-school activities, free breakfasts for lower-income children, and other programs in an effort to make a better life for young people. Throughout the documentary, Brian emphasizes that the youth in the streets have to change their own minds about guns and gangs before their problems can begin to resolve themselves.
That should be Brian, and test.
Hell yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You have to show up on time, you have to pay attention, you have to respect the people that are trying to teach you. And people will follow you, man.
And that's so true, bro, because I played football and discipline is so much. If you want to change, you gotta be disciplined, bro. You gotta want to change and you gotta be disciplined. You gotta be ready to listen, bro, and take L's and learn shit like just hard and tough love, bro. Like you gotta get the little shit right first before you can deal with the big shit. If you can't even do the little shit right, you have no hope in doing the big shit right. If you can't even do the little shit right. It's the small things that count. It's the little details that count, bro.
Whenever I turn someone's around me, man, someone's talking about me, I'm saying the wrong thing, I'm making a mistake. It's a struggle, man. It's like hill. Get over that hill, there's the next hill. Over that hill, there's the next hill.
The 2006 documentary closely follows Brian Henry and his program launched with the help of the Toronto Catholic School Board called Real Opportunities for Success in Education, aka ROSE. The ROSE program consisted of several at-risk students committed to changing themselves for the better. This included a young 15-year-old boy named Keon Campbell. Campbell lived with his mother, Sandra, and was her only child. Their townhouse unit was a popular hangout for kids in the neighborhood, in part because she made it so hospitable. Activist Brian Henry lived just 4 doors away from Keon with his wife and 4 kids. Campbell is shown excelling in the documentary and had continued on to grade 11 at Mother Teresa Catholic Secondary School. He was doing awesome, says Henry, who spoke with his principal and teachers. They had nothing but good things to say. While Keon was known to police at just 15 years old, Henry emphasized it was only because of where he lived. You can't live in Impringham and not know police or criminals, period, said Henry.
Back on December 2nd in 2007, Keon, just 16 years old, walked out the front door of his house and came out to start the car for his mom, who was going to drive one of his friends home. He was gunned down. He managed to make his way back into the home where his mom found him bleeding to death in the hallway.
On December 2nd, my weakness, I would never like to make this again, and it just played back all the time. And all I have to
And that's sad. That's sad to see, bro. Like, just her crying and like the pain, bro. Like, thousands of mothers like that across the world, bro. Thousands of mothers like that are in Chicago, Detroit, Houston, all these fucking places, California, bro. It's a non-ending cycle, bro, of senseless violence, bro. Senseless violence, bro. It's like, it's all around us type shit. She's 1 in 1,000 mothers out there who lost their child to gun violence, bro. Shit sad.
cherish are my memories. Oh God. Even when justice was served, it was never end. It was my life.
23-year-old rapper Pierre Oliver Ellis is wanted on a first-degree murder charge in the shooting death of 16-year-old Keon Campbell, also known as Ace.
Yeah, nigga. Capital P. Step my fucking game up right now. Welcome to the hood story. Clapping niggas for the glory. 357 shell burn. I'm next in line. Plus I'm gunning for the top. 2 Glocks, red beam, airing out the spot.
Pierre Oliver Ellis, aka Capital P, is a Malvern-based rapper reigning from the 110 Imps neighborhood along with Keon. He is the oldest of 3 brothers, Christopher, and twins Malcolm and Malik. Sources say the twins were the closest with Keon and that Capital P treated him like another one of his younger brothers, but that did not stop Toronto police from marking him as the sole suspect in the death of Keon. Capital P made the RCMP's wanted list for murder, and authorities had searched for him for almost 2 years until he decided to surrender. Once arrested, Toronto police were notified that in 2009, while on the run, P was reported to have been involved in violent break-and-enters in Alberta in which homeowners were held at gunpoint and burned with hot metal in at least one instance. Prior to being placed on the most wanted list, Capital P would post 2 videos in which he eulogizes his younger friend, describes sleeping over with him, and says he never pushed his wig back, a reference to shooting someone in the head. He also claims he warned Keon to slow down, but the boy wouldn't listen.
This is real bars, I'm about to spit on this track. In 07, my little nigga dropped out. I love the young nigga, plus I never push his wig back.
Toronto police noted that they have been aware of these videos for some time. One detective said, "I think it's the first time where I've actually had a suspect post a video specifically about the murder, and that's something that's in our possession. It'll be up to the Crown Attorney whether they want to use that in the court proceedings." During a live press conference,
and I don't know why niggas do this. Niggas do this so fucking much, and it's so stupid. Like, y'all will literally confess to a murder in y'all songs, bro. And it's like, do y'all not think before y'all rap or write? Like, who is writing y'all songs, bro? Fight, look, fire that nigga, bro. Like, why are you confessing to a murder in your song, nigga? All the police gonna do is use that shit against you. I don't know why so many niggas do that shit. It's dumb as hell.
Keon's mother, Sandra, cried for Capital P to surrender, do the right thing. She said, "It's been 3 years. We think we've had enough pain. Why make us go on any further with this? Let's just get it to the courts and let justice be served. And that's all we ask for." P would contact a lawyer and surrender shortly after the broadcast.
Oh, okay.
Toronto Staff Sergeant Callahan said he was unaware why Mr. Ellis decided to turn himself in, adding all he knew was that police received a phone call from Mr. Ellis' lawyer, Liam O'Connor, saying the man would appear at the police station the next day. By 2013, P would be released from custody as the Crown was unable to prove any of the charges they hit him with, but his troubles were sadly just beginning. By the time Capital P was released, his brother Christopher aka C. Jules would be arrested on unknown charges and be detained for nearly 4 years. During this time, Malik aka Lil Mel, one of Capital P's twin brothers, would begin making waves in the underground Toronto rap scene. In 2017, he released his debut single Hit the Block, which surpassed 200,000 views with ease. Mel's success was rapidly rising and his name was becoming known. However, with the love also comes the hate, especially when living in the Screwface capital.
We now know the identity of the city's latest murder victim. Toronto police have released this photo of 21-year-old McKeel Ellis. They say he is the man killed in a terrifying targeted attack in a Scarborough apartment building, with the killer still at large.
A targeted attack. The suspect escaped after firing a blaze of bullets in the third-floor hallway. This witness was led away by police, his hand bandaged.
I believe that individual is related to the victim and may have smashed some glass in anger once he found the victim had been shot.
That was his brother, oh shit.
On a Sunday morning 5 years ago, aspiring rapper Malik Lil Mel Ellis was on his way to his Scarborough apartment laundry room with his girlfriend when he was ambushed and shot 15 times in the hallway. He was just 21 when he was killed. Ellis's girlfriend told police they'd celebrated her 18th birthday the night before, and Ellis woke her up to come with him to get their laundry. When they came out, they both noticed a man walking down the hall and glancing over his shoulder. "Who is that?" they whispered to each other. She went ahead into the stairwell to head downstairs, but Ellis didn't follow behind her. Instead, as the door closed, she heard a burst of gunshots. At first, she was frozen in shock, but when she finally came to her senses and opened the door, she found Ellis bleeding and lifeless on the ground. As she collapsed and started screaming, she saw someone running away. It was the same young man in a hoodie she noticed just moments before. In September of 2021, Ontario Superior Court Justice Michael Brown.
I don't know why I got a funny feeling she set that nigga up. Like, I don't know why I got a funny feeling she set that nigga up. Maybe I'm too used to the Chicago shit. Cause bitches in Chicago set a lot of niggas up. So maybe I'm just stuck on that Chicago shit. But I felt like she kind of set the nigga up. I don't know. Like, she went ahead of the nigga. I don't know. Iffy.
Found Henrik Sherlock Mabratu, 28, guilty of first-degree murder, 8 years after he evaded another first-degree murder charge involving another cold-blooded killing in Scarborough. It was revealed in court that Mabratu left his girlfriend's Mississauga apartment at 9:30 a.m. on December 3rd and returned 90 minutes later. In that short time, he He drove to LSS building at Eglinton Avenue East and Markham Road, lay in wait for him to exit his apartment, killed him, and then fled the scene. There was no motive presented at the trial. Was it just another beef between neighborhoods or rappers? No one seems to know. Although the courts were unable to find a motive for the death of Mills, the streets were talking. It was found that Sherlock was a member of the Chester Lee gang located in the area surrounding Victoria Park and Finch Avenue, but Toronto police alleged that the gang's criminal activities extended through Toronto, the GTA, and the rest of the country. Once incarcerated, Sherlock would immediately reap the consequences of his actions as he would be involved in a violent fight with other inmates and subsequently stabbed in one of his eyes. Sherlock is currently incarcerated and serving a life sentence.
All right, we begin with breaking news. Back to our story. One person is dead after a shooting in Scarborough.
Now, CB24 is live on the scene. Police are telling us that officers were called to this home overnight on Blacktop Drive near Meadowvale and Shepherd. Investigators say the male victim was pronounced dead on the scene. At this point, there is no word on any suspects. You can see the investigation started overnight. Stay with us here on CB24 for the very latest on this developing story.
In a tragic turn of events, just 2 months after Lil Mills' killer was sentenced to life, his twin brother was executed in a Scarborough home. 2 weeks later, Toronto police would inform the public in a news release that 23-year-old Jovane Watson turned himself in and has been charged with the murder of Malcolm. Not much is known about the history between Jovane and Malcolm, but sources say Jovane has a lengthy criminal history. In fact, he was one of 6 people arrested for the Raptors parade shooting back in 2019. He is still currently awaiting trial and has yet to be sentenced in the death of Malcolm.
When Mills died, when Malik died, I was in a jail cell. Reading my Bible. Trying to find myself. And you know what, like, my family's strong. My dad's strong, mom's strong, P's strong.
And you know, bro, it's just an endless cycle, bro. Endless cycle. Kill my brother, I'm gonna kill your brother. And then, it's just an endless cycle, bro. Kill my nigga, I'm gonna kill 3 of your niggas, bro. And then, repeat, and repeat until everybody's fucking dead, bro. And they don't care about the aftermath, they don't care about who they hit. They don't care about innocent bystanders. They don't care about the mothers, the fathers, the brothers, the sisters. They don't care, bro. Just as long as they get the nigga they trying to get, nothing else matters, bro. Shit's sad.
We good, you know what I mean? And my extended family's strong. My friends and family's strong. My grandfather's strong. We just strong. We gonna get through this. That's what it is. I'm grateful for my mother, my father, Pierre, Diana, and the 25 years Malcolm blessed us with, the 21 years Malik blessed us with. You know, they're still here. Sorry I came late. You know, I should never be late to things like this, but things happen. And I'm just glad I came. I'm glad I got here. Actually, I almost got pulled over by the police and a bunch of stuff happened, but I'm glad I'm here. You know, and all we have to do is have faith and give it all to God because He has a plan. Like, it's hard for me to say that, burying my 2 little brothers, but like, I know He's real because He has me standing in front of you guys right now. I didn't want to come here. And my bro knows I love him.
And knowing that they're together, they did just about everything together. Just about everything. Malcolm Malik felt he was the big one, you know. It's 3 minutes count, right? So he was the big one. So when we're out there, I look after Malcolm. I think look after who? I'm telling you, go live life. You only got one.
That's facts, bro. Live life. You only got one life, bro. If you trying to do something, do it. If you have a certain dream you trying to chase, trying to accomplish, go do it, bro. You only live one life. After that, you're done. Life ain't a video game. You can't respawn. There is no second chance. Once you out of here, you out of here, bro. So live your life. Do what you want to do. Let go and let live, bro. Live free.
So whatever you can put on the back burner and be there for your kids, be there for them. They're everything, and they need you, even when they're older. Like, I still call him my dad. I still call him my dad. It's not about, we're not islands. We need each other. And we'll continue to need each other. So thank you very much for your support and your love. And I appreciate you guys so much. All your faces. Please don't be strangers.
Yo, this shit sad, bro. That shit sad. That shit is sad. I didn't even expect for it to be this type of video, bro. I did not expect for it to be this type. I thought it'd be like, obviously there was bodies dropping, but I didn't expect it to be like, this all kind of emotional. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's all kind of emotional, bro. But yeah, man, rest in peace to all the people who died, man. Yeah, Toronto, a crazy ass city. I did not know Toronto was this fucking wild, bro. I did not know that. That is crazy. This shit is crazy, bro. But that's another Tales of Toronto video wrapped up. I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Peace.